it's made investing easier for you and everyone. Now, the challenge to that is that you're kind of on your own. Hey everyone, Alvin here. Just want to talk to you a little bit about the excitement, and you're going to hear a lot about these apps that are coming out for like Robinhood, Acorn, and others that are encouraging you to invest and get into the stock market. These are great apps. There's some pros and there's some cons, and there's some things to watch out for that I'd like to discuss in the next few minutes. Well, the first great thing about these apps is that it's made investing easier for you and everyone. Before, you had to go see a stockbroker or a mutual fund advisor. Now you can go on the market and start investing on your own with low money down and very low fees, if any at all. Now, the challenge to that is that you're kind of on your own. So again, that's a huge benefit, that you don't need someone to go invest in the market. You can start at a low amount, low fees, and you have a diversification of places to invest in. And I think that has democratized investing, and always a good thing. The drawback to that freedom, if you will, is that a lot of people don't know anything about the stock market. Prior to me becoming a financial advisor, the only thing I knew is what I saw in the news. The stock market went up, went down. S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ. That's kind of the extent of what I knew. Or when I started working for a company and I had a 401k plan, I would be aggressive, moderate, or conservative. And then I get a statement that showed my money go up and it go down, and that was it. And I knew that it was in the market, but I had no clue. And that's actually most Americans, because it is a little confusing. It does take time and it takes research. And that's the problem with these apps, is that, again, it's easy to go in there, but you can go and make money and lose money, and you really don't understand the context behind it. For example, I have a teenage son that told me he wanted to set up an account. We set up an account, and he was going to make the recommendations for me. So we started with $125. It stayed flat for a while. Then all of a sudden it went up to $150, and he got all excited, and he was investing in social media apps. I don't want to mention the ones he invested in, but let's just say a few of them that you probably know about. He invested in them. They went up, and then he would sell them and invest in something else, and then his account went down to $100, and then it went back to $115, then it went up to $130, and then it's back to $125. So it was a roller coaster for him for the last 6-7 months, and he'd get frustrated and so forth. So that's kind of like what you're going to experience with these apps, because, other than just knowing that name of that company, if you don't do the research into the quality of the company, the profit and earnings of that company, the history, and what is motivating. Are they increasing the number of memberships or customers? Are they decreasing? What's the future outlook? If you don't know these, then that's going to hurt you. So the point I'm trying to make is that if you really want to win in those types of individual investing, you've got to do some research, and you've got to stay for the long haul. You can't be churning your own account. Churning is a bad thing. Actually, it's a terminology that's used officially for advisors who sell your stocks and bonds on a consistent basis so that they can make a commission. And if you have an advisor that's churning, that's actually an illegal thing, but hopefully you don't have that person. But if you're churning on yourself, you're actually hurting yourself, because you're not allowing investments to take a long term return for yourself. Most studies have shown that investing over the long haul actually has a better return for you. So discipline is key. If you get excited at one good month or a good day, and then you try to sell it right then and there, you might be hurting yourself in the long run. And there's another important thing to be aware of: taxes. There's something called short-term gain taxes and long-term gain taxes. A short-term has a higher tax rate. So let's say you buy something in January, and let's say in June you decide to sell it because you made 50%. That would be great. But the tax on that 50% gain is going to be a lot bigger if you held it for 12 months, and now you fall into a long-term gain situation. So if you wait 12 months or longer, your tax on that gain will be a lot lower. So be careful with that. And that is really, at the end of the day, my biggest concern with these apps. It gives a false impression that you are becoming an expert. And sometimes you do need to reach out to a true financial advisor, like myself or someone in your city or your community that you can call on or reach out to for questions on retirement planning. How much should I be saving? What's my target for retirement? Tell me a little bit more how Social Security works. How does Medicare work? How does health insurance combine? Do I need life insurance? How much if I do? These are questions that you'll never get on an app like that. They're not there to answer any questions, and you're just basically dealing with a robot versus a true financial advisor that has seen a lot and can give you good recommendations for the future. So that, in my opinion, is what's missing. In addition to that, another key important fact is what kind of money should be you using in these apps. There are two pots of money that you should know about. One is retirement money. Money you're saving for the day that you are ready to retire. That's your 401k, 403b, IRA money. That you need to be more strategic and have an advisor that's going to take a look at your risk tolerance, diversify your portfolio to meet your needs, and make sure you're in it for the long haul so that your money can grow. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, but if you have a good advisor with low fees and a very good diverse portfolio, you're on the right track to success over time. The other bucket of money is your non-retirement money. It's money that it's in your checking account. It's your casino money that you're willing to gamble a little bit. Those are the types of monies that you should look at for these apps. And if you make money, great. If you lose money, oh well. And that has nothing to do with your retirement. You do not want to be putting your retirement money in these types of apps. You need to have some assistance, some support, and some guidance, and a trusted advisor that can help you. But again, think about taxes, think about researching, think about saying discipline, and you'll do just fine. Take care, and bye-bye.